Imagine waking up one day to find a mountain near your home spewing out smoke and hot, molten rock. Sounds scary, right? But that's exactly what a volcano does. Now, let's get into the sizzling details. Volcanoes, dear friends, are openings in the Earth's crust that allow molten rock, debris and gases to escape from below the surface. When we think of volcanoes, we often picture a mountain with a fiery top, but they can also form under the sea or as cracks in the ground. Most of these fiery giants are found in a region known as the Ring of Fire, a major area in the basin of the Pacific Ocean lined with around 75% of the world's active volcanoes. Fascinating, isn't it? Volcanoes captivate us with their raw power and the significant impact they have on our planet's landscape and atmosphere. They're a spectacular demonstration of Mother Nature's fiery temperament. So, are you ready to dive into the fiery world of volcanoes? Hold on tight because it's going to be a blast. Not all volcanoes are created equal. Some are tall and steep, others are flat and wide. Let's check out the different types. First up, we have shield volcanoes. These are the gentle giants of the volcano world. They're wide and sloping, just like a warrior's shield laid on the ground. These volcanoes form from runny lava that travels a long distance before it cools and hardens. Next, meet the stratovolcanoes, the skyscrapers of volcanoes. These towering structures are built from layers upon layers of hardened lava, ash and other volcanic materials. They're known for their explosive eruptions, so keep your distance. Lastly, we have the cinder cone volcanoes. These are the smallest of the bunch, but don't let their size fool you. They can still pack a punch. Cinder cone volcanoes are built from particles and blobs of congealed lava ejected from a single vent. So, whether it's a shield, stratovolcano, or cinder cone, each volcano is unique and has its own fiery personality. From ancient times to today, volcanoes have made headlines. Let's meet some of the most famous ones. Up first, we have Mount Vesuvius, nestled in Italy. This fiery giant is known for its catastrophic eruption in 79 AD that buried the city of Pompeii in a blanket of ash. Talk about a history lesson. Now let's fly over to the United States to meet Mount St. Helens. Her explosive eruption in 1980 blew off her entire top, making it one of the most destructive volcanic events in US history. And then we have Mauna Loa, the Long Mountain in Hawaii. It's not just any mountain though. It's the largest active volcano on Earth. Mauna Loa has been erupting for at least 700,000 years and it's still not tired. These famous volcanoes surely left their mark, didn't they? But remember, they can be dangerous too. Now, we've talked about how cool volcanoes are, but they can also be dangerous. So, let's learn how to stay safe. Volcanoes, while fascinating, can pose some serious risks. That's why it's crucial to know what to do if you ever find yourself near a volcanic eruption. First off, it's important to have an evacuation plan in place. Just like we have fire drills at school, communities near volcanoes often practice volcano drills. This helps everyone know where to go and what to do if a volcano begins to erupt. Staying indoors can also be a good strategy, especially if there's volcanic ash in the air. You might think of ash as soft and fluffy, like what's left after a campfire, but volcanic ash is actually made of tiny pieces of rock and glass. It can be harmful to breathe in and can even damage cars and buildings. So if there's ash falling, it's best to stay inside until it's safe to go out. Listening to local authorities is another important safety tip. They have access to all sorts of information from scientists and can give the best advice about what to do during an eruption. They might tell you to evacuate, or they might say it's safe to stay where you are. Either way, it's important to follow their instructions. Preparedness and awareness are your best tools when it comes to volcanic safety. That means learning about volcanoes, understanding the risks, and knowing what to do in an emergency. And remember, just like with any adventure, it's always better to be safe than sorry. So keep these tips in mind, and you'll be prepared for any volcanic adventure that comes your way. Remember, safety first when exploring Earth's fiery giants.